What's up, everybody? It's Tolly. We are ready to go one-on-one with the brand new head coach of Alabama State University, Mo Williams. Let's do it. Now, tell me about your family. You said, you know, your mom, your dad, siblings, did they actually go to HBCUs or are they just fans? Like, what's the background on your family in HBCUs?
My mom is an HBCU graduate. So is my dad. So is my older sister. So is my little brother. Me and my other brother, I have 3 other siblings. My older brother went to West Point, so we let him out of the HBCU field. And obviously, I went to the University of Alabama. But everybody else, I can go with cousins, I can go with, friends, they just HBCU, just in my blood. My mom is from Mobile, Alabama. My dad is from Mississippi. It's amazing, just the experience I had coming up as a kid, going to the football games, going to the basketball games, going to the baseball games. I mean, those experiences last a lifetime. So when the job came open, and obviously I'm back in that realm of HBCU, I'm looking forward, not only coaching, but just the experiences, going to the football game, going to the baseball game, track and field, and multiple sports. Just being a fan is important. The university.
Now we're going to have to get our storylines together. So mom and dad, they're Jackson State. Is that their school?
Jackson State. Well, okay. Actually, my dad played football at Valley.
Okay.
And then he left Valley and obviously went to Jackson State, where he met my mom. My older sister graduated from Valley, and my younger brother graduated from Jackson State.
Wow. So how much conversion are you going to have to do, or is it automatic? Does all the Jackson State stuff come down?
It's automatic. They ASU all the way.
Well, that's pretty awesome. You talked earlier about, hey, you got some friends, but there are no more friends once you guys start playing. I thought it was pretty cool. I didn't realize this, but you played high school basketball with Ashley Robinson, who's now the athletic director at Jackson State. What can you tell us about him? You guys are still good friends, right?
Oh, absolutely. He's a really good friend of mine. I mean, he's more family than friend. He's done an amazing job in what he's done thus far in his career and continuing to grow. I wish the best for him. I always pull for him, and he'll do an amazing job. He does an amazing job, and he'll continue to do that.
Man, there's no better trash talk than the trash talk amongst friends. The first time you guys get to lace up and play Jackson State, man, what is that going to be like for your whole circle?
Well, for me, it's not about, beating Jackson State. It's bigger than that. I want to be the best team in the conference. They just happen to be in the conference. So it's not about Jackson State. It's not about, any other school. But at the same time, we have A&M, right down the street. And to me, that beating them is more important than beating anybody. You don't want to lose to your in-state rival. So if it's any rivalry, it's with A&M, not Jackson State, because I'm from there.
All right. Well, we are looking forward to that for sure. I want to ask you this. You, of course, had a storied NBA career. You were an all-star. You won a championship. You played alongside some of the biggest players who are still in the game today. Does that is there pressure? Because I always wonder, like, people like, oh man, Mo Williams from the NBA, man, he just gonna wave a magic wand, but you can't make a player become you. What is it like to have that experience, but then, to go in and coach and try to pass some of that on to younger players?
Well, that's the goal, is just to pass your experience and understand limitations, understand strengths and weaknesses. And every kid is not LeBron James or Michael Jordan or even Mo Williams. But at the same time, those kids can be the best version of themselves. And once I get around those kids, I understand their potential and where they can go. You always just want to push them to a level where they think they could never attain. And that's how you make them reach their potential. You just want them you want every kid to overachieve a little bit. And if you give every kid to overachieve a little bit, you became a better basketball team.
Did you have to give your resume to your kids? Were they instantly familiar with you and your career once you were named head coach?
Fresh out the NBA. So, yeah, they're familiar with, the name. They're familiar with, what I've done professionally. But at the same time, going in here, I'm going to have the respect. But at the same time, players know. And as a player, your coach just got to know what he's doing. That's the respect that I have to gain from my unit that's coming in, setting our culture together, make sure guys buy in, understand what we're trying to get accomplished. And they do those things sooner rather than later. That's the quicker we can get to where we need to get to.
I want to ask you this question, and I'm going to ask it in a general way. Last Tuesday, I think it was, you were hired. And then later that night, there was a big decision on Fox Sports Radio. And, there was a lot of excitement about some players that might be coming to Alabama State. What is it like to kind of have that momentum to help build the brand? And how important is that to continue not only for Alabama State to be big in HBCU circles, but to be big on the college level?
Well, it's important that you do get talented players in there. That's, players win, coaches coach. So at the same time, you want to get talented players in there. You want to improve your team any way you can. We're trying to do that every single day. We're trying to locate and find the right group that fits our culture. We have a list of players that we like, and we want to make sure we're really, really meticulous about who we bring in. We're focusing on that. We understand what we're trying to get accomplished. So the players that we do recruit, A, they're going to be great guys, character-wise, and B, they're going to be talented, and they fit who we are.
We see shooting and how important that is and how it has changed the game over the last few years, especially the last decade at the NBA level and in college. Is that something that you think is just everybody has to play, or would you want to zig while everybody else is zagging maybe? Well,
as a coach, you adjust to your personnel. You have a style of play that benefits your personnel. That can vary, that can change. It can change your lineups. It can change just your overall roster. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We'll understand what we have, and we'll put our guys in a situation, in a place to be successful.
It's been pretty amazing over the last few years to see NBA players who didn't necessarily go to an HBCU have started to help shine a light on HBCUs. Chris Paul dresses with, HBCU gear a lot. I've been at a celebrity game during the lockout season where they all played at Winston-Salem State, LeBron and Kyrie and all those guys. What do you think has kind of fueled, big name players trying to help shine a light on HBCUs recently?
Well, obviously, it's important. For the most part, they're going to be kids that looks like us. And that's important. That's important for them to be around us, to understand, hey, I can do that. I see this guy every day. He's no different from me. That was big for me growing up. I had guys that I was able to be around and see, and to myself to say, yeah, I can do that. I'm looking at him. I can touch him. I can talk to him. It can be accomplished. And that gave me motivation in my maturation process to get to where I am.
You talked about how you got the bug for coaching your third year in the NBA, and you started coaching kids. I think you were involved in AAU, and of course you had your camps. What is the different level of satisfaction from Mo Williams being on the court, scoring 52 points, as opposed to Mo Williams being on the sideline helping, guide and craft young men on the court?
Well, for me, it's the mentor, it's the paying it forward, it's the giving back. All those that roll in one. I just feel like I can impact kids' life in that area where they're becoming an adult. That's why college was really appealing to me. That's why I got into college. I didn't go coaching pros. I wanted to get these kids at an age where I can really be have an impact in their lives. That was very important to me.
You talked about, your circle of friends, without any specifics, who are ready to, contribute and help you out however they can. Now that you're starting your coaching career, how important is that for that kind of, NBA college athletes, that brotherhood that you guys support each other as your careers evolve?
And that's what it is. I mean, when I was announced last Tuesday, it was just amazing the support and all the uproar of support I got just from my fellow brothers in the NBA currently and in the past. It was just overwhelming. The text messages I got, the retweets, all those type of things were very humbling to me. And that lets you know that, in the situation we're in as a whole in the HBCU, guys like us, we go to the Alabamas, we go to the North Carolinas, we go to the Dukes and all those type of places. But deep down inside, those guys are friends of mine. And this is something that they feel passionate about, helping schools, like us. So we're in a good position where those relationships does come in handy in those type of situations where I can reach out and possibly get something accomplished.
Yeah, that's big. I've seen Rasheed Wallace. He's helped out in the past. He had friends when Darrell Walker was at Clark Atlanta. He's been down to North Carolina Central, helping out his buddy Lavelle Moulton in some practices before. That's a resource, right? If you could, every once in a while, a name brand player is there to help out or show some support. That can't hurt at all.
It ain't hurt at all, and we want to take advantage of all those opportunities. The more guys can see success that looks like them, the more motivated, the more mature they become, and the more being and doing the right thing, being respectful, all that becomes magnified because they have that passion in them. You know what? I could be somebody. And a lot of time, kids, all they need is motivation and shown the right direction and shown the right way just by looking at how you carry yourself and how you react to things on a daily. Instead of just seeing guys like myself and guys like a Damian Lillard, guys like LeBron on social media, to be around them and talk to them. And even when they going through some things, to sit down and, hey, coach, I'm going through X, Y, and Z. And all right, son, you're going through X, Y, and Z. This is how you should handle this. This is what you should be thinking about. Okay, talk to me. What's bothering you? So those type of mentor type of actions will come. It'll come about, but at the same time, that's how you get kids over the hump. Because a lot of times, they're not mature enough to kind of handle those situations, and that's what I'm there for. It's just not to coach these kids and wish them luck. No, it's to coach them and mentor them and walk them through.
Look, you're a young man, younger than me. You're an 80s baby. It seems like yesterday I was just watching you play on TV. Have you got accustomed to being Coach Mo, Coach Williams, as you get to that next stage?
I love it. I'm at the beginning of it, but, this is a longevity opportunity for me. I look forward to doing this for as long as God bless me with health. This is my passion. This is what I want to do. I want to be the best at it. I want to win. I want to win big, but my overall goal when I'm said and done and the legacy I want to leave is I helped a lot of kids become the person that they are today. And every kid that I recruit, I always tell them one thing. This relationship is just not the 4 years or 3 years or 2 years that you have left to play or to play for me, but this is a lifetime. I'll be a mentor for you for the rest of your life.
Did you adjust to recruiting, which is the big difference between coaching at the college level and the professional level, obviously? Did you just recruit the way you like to be recruited? What lessons did you have to learn to get effective in that area? Well,
the thing is, I've been recruiting, even while I was still playing professionally, because I had a youth program for 8 years. So, and we, we had a really, really good team, and the players I had on my team, there was a lot of other teams, won those kids' services also. So, I've had my share of recruiting. I know how to talk to any parent. I know how to get in any household. I'm just a genuine person. So I just kind of leave that out there. And a lot of times they're interested. But like I said, it's these kids that are being recruited, they're getting recruited by multiple schools, and they have their choice, you know, and obviously you always want them to choose you, but you're going to miss out on a couple. But at the same time, you're going to get the ones you really want.
When you get in the living room, who is it that you normally have to seal the deal with? Is it mom? Is it dad?
It's different. I mean, it's different. Every kid living situation is different. I was blessed coming up. I had a mom and dad in the house and both work, but some situation you don't. Some situation you may go in a home where the family situation is not stable, you know, or whatever the case may be. So it varies. But at the same time, like I said, it's important who you recruit, reporting what type of, values they have and the family that's around them. That's important. And that helps you know what you're getting.
Last question here. What are you looking forward to the most? I know you haven't quite settled in Alabama yet, and of course, COVID has us all crazy. What's the first thing you're looking forward to the most?
You just answered it. What I'm looking forward to most is stepping in my office. That's it. That's what I'm looking forward to most, along with a million other things. But at the same time, I'm just ready to just step in there and just take a deep breath and really just take it in and really show my appreciation just for this opportunity. I want to say I'm really grateful. I'm excited about it. I'm ready to go to work. Obviously, the COVID is one thing, and we got to, get the information and kind of follow suit when we get that information. We don't know what's what at the moment, but I'm excited to get in my office to answer your question.
All right. He's Mo Williams. He's the new head coach at Alabama State University. Coach, best of luck to you, and thanks for spending some time with us here at HBCU Game Day.
I appreciate it. Thank you.